Good morning. Today I'm headed towards Trinity Bellwoods Park to play some tennis. It's currently about 7 a.m. in the morning, a bit chilly outside as well, about 7 degrees Celsius. Trinity Bellwoods is one of the largest parks in the downtown Toronto area. It's 36 acres. There is a hockey rink where they sometimes play pickleball in the summertime, a couple baseball diamonds, lots of picnic tables around, and a ton of green space as well to hang out and chill with your friends. Most importantly, there are 8 asphalt tennis courts. Asphalt is the typical court surface you'll find here on public tennis courts in Toronto. And you can also find a pretty nice view of the CN Tower from here as well. The courts here are public, and you can join the queue by placing your racket on the hooks of the fence here. The rule is you get 30 minutes of court time until the next person in line takes your court. You can't place a racket in the queue while you're actively playing. And there are a lot of players that actually don't follow this rule, so they'll have a bunch of rackets in line while they're actually still playing. So definitely watch out for this. Also, there aren't any water fountains or bathrooms right beside the courts. But if you walk about 5 minutes west of the tennis courts, you'll actually find the Trinity Recreational Center, which actually is a small building that has water fountains and bathrooms. And they typically open about 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. in the morning, depending on if it's a holiday or not. So I would stop by there if you need a quick drink of water or to use the bathroom. The courts were a little wet when we arrived. There were a couple puddles there near the baseline that we really tried to avoid hitting to and then slipping on. This is what the court looked like about 12 hours ago, right after a rainstorm. So even after all that time, it still hadn't completely dried up, but still playable in my opinion. Actually, normally you would see a huge crowd at Trinity Bellwoods from about 6 to 9 a.m., the morning crowd right before work, but since the courts were a little wet still, I think that kind of helped us to find court time and not have to line up as much.
Forehand down the line. Yeah. And the backhand. So everything in this court. Yeah. Ready? No. Oh, no.
So here we're working on something called a 5-shot drill. It's going to be 2 shots fed to my forehand and then 2 shots to my backhand, followed by 1 slice. The slice shot is something I really wanted to learn and add to my game. I just feel like it adds more variety if I add some backspin to some of my shots. And 2 of my favorite players on tour right now, Alcaraz and Mukova, they slice a ton, and I just want to be able to hit that shot too.
Short slice. Yeah, nice one. Oh my god. Yeah, don't rush. You see when you try to rush that hit hard.
No, I the camera's on. That's
Yeah, don't rush it. Remember, I think we were discussing last week when you want more pace, it's just gonna be a faster control. So if you try to rush it to it, it's just gonna become ballooning out, right?
yeah, I remember. I remember now.
Sorry. Up again. Side of the forehand. So if it's pulling your back, come up with the hand, right? Up with your hand, right? Because you can't lean on it.
Yeah.
Right?
You can
Alright?
slice like going like this.
Oh, you're off the back foot. You got on the back foot, right?
Oh.
Up, right? If it's pulling your back.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, just to stay in the point, you know?
One of my favorite things about playing at Trinity Bellwoods Park is that there were so many different restaurants and cafes nearby for you to check out after you're done playing tennis. So on the south side of the park, we have Queen Street. On the north side, we have Dundas. Actually, on Dundas, it has one of my favorite pizza places called Fourth Man in the Fire, where you can get slices of pizza, and also they sell donuts too, which are really, really good. But today, my friend and I decided to go a bit further out west, about 12 minutes, onto this street called Ossington Avenue, which also has a lot of different restaurants and cafes and some bars as well. We decided to go to this new coffee shop called Forget Me Not Coffee.
Forget me not. Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit bitter, I think.
I got their black sesame latte, which tasted kind of nutty, but it was really delicious. I definitely recommend it. The seating in this cafe was pretty cool too, with a pretty big table at the back and also a mini school desk. After coffee, I went back to the courts for a match against my friend Ko. Ko used to be a coach from the Philippines, and he has pretty solid grand strokes. Actually, he ended up bageling me 2 sets this day, so I still got a lot of work to do in my tennis game. It usually isn't so busy at Trinity after the morning crowd, so anytime after, between 9 to 11, I'd say is pretty dead. And then it picks up again at lunchtime, and then after work as well. It's usually packed with a bunch of rackets in queue at this place. Oh. Ah! Oh my god.
Oi, 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 oi. No! Oh. Oh my god. Yes! Oh. Ah. Oh no! Oh crap.
Overall, I'd say Trinity is one of my favorite public courts in Toronto. Yes, the surface is asphalt, so your shoes are going to lose tread, and your tennis balls are going to lose fuzz pretty quickly. And also, the ball bounces are pretty weird sometimes, especially when they hit the lines. But if you can control the ball here at Trinity, then I think you can control the ball basically anywhere. The location is pretty prime, and it's just a great place to hang out.